And hey YouTube, how you doing? But I'll take 3. 3 is like, you're adequate. I'll watch you if there's no one else streaming. I'm sorry. I've been playing this game for, what, 160 hours? 155 hours. And I just noticed how ridiculously bouncy Geralt's hair is when it's cut to the style. Just look at it. It's flopping around.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it?
What will the
This is a
morale
decent
be?
district. We need no
That's
filth
moi.
bunning about.
Gentlemen, there's no need to raise your voices. Let's keep our calm.
Our calm is exactly what you disturb. Your vagrants bring pestilence, take work from honest folk, and sponge off ducal relief.
I'm gonna punch someone. I can feel it. My knuckles are itching.
We've nowhere else to go.
We don't give a flying fart.
I like how polite Regis is. He's like, he's just standing there like, shall we go and introduce them to your fists, my dear friend? Yes, yes, we shall.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Oh, Regis has
Either
glasses.
get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live
Yeah,
here.
they do, and you're trying to get them out.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
The only rabble I hear is you. Also, I just can't get over how ridiculously blue Regis's glasses are. I'm assuming that's a lighting thing, but hey, I guess to Regis, everyone looks like a Smurf. Oh my god, Geralt has white hair. He has white hair. I guess it would be blue through those glasses, but still, Geralt's a Smurf, confirmed.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Which is Smurf?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
Really? That's the swear word you go
Good
with?
fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
This could have gone differently.
Wait.
Wow, cool. Yeah, when they say
Witcher.
light attack, it's not particularly fast occasionally.
Witcher.
Oh, speaking of games with slow attacks, I can tell that no one's playing Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance anymore. My video from yesterday, when I checked this morning, was at 22 views on YouTube. Clearly, people are starved for D&D Dark Alliance content. Gosh knows why.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along.
I'm already blue, dabbity
I'm
dabba die.
grateful,
It helps.
immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have
You're
you?
right, Unstable Dares.
My turn to aid you.
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help 'em, why?
Because they need help.
That's fair. There doesn't have to be a greater reason.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Okay, so it looks like possibly I'll be able to see all 4 endings.
Sure all your
Maybe.
usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Thank you for showing me the pot game.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These 2 gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold.
We're
And
holding
we
the soup
wouldn't want
hostage.
that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
So that's
Why should
Roman.
I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
Fair. Very fair.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
I'll be taking that, please and thank you.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you. Plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was
I
frightened.
don't think she cares right
You
now.
ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
Yeah, I'm threatening you instead now, and I'm here.
All
She
right.
isn't.
Take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Wow, they actually animated the handover.
Damn it.
The Empress,
What is
the
it?
Duchess.
Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa.
How did you not see that
It
coming?
seems we underestimated Sienna rather grossly.
Like, how? Oh, he wasn't wearing his
Judging by
glasses.
this,
That's it.
Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've
We have.
proof of a coup d'etat.
Ah, such a good phrase, coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Sienna planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Sienna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the
We just
Duchess
couldn't
for
see,
last.
couldn't predict it's gone
Had
prom,
she
actually.
managed to fulfill her plan,
I imagine so.
none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Sienna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
I could. Yes.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. But I support your lust for the truth.
Oh, Geralt needs to be in Horner jail.
Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Sienna locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage.
That's fair.
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Sienna.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
I respect that, Regis. I respect that massively. Talk to Sienna. Still not sure how they didn't see that the Duchess was the last victim. Or was intended to be the last victim.
If you've one jug of wine and one friend, drink the jug of wine and send the friend.
Well, yeah, because you can't drink your friends, can you? Well, I mean, you can, but it's frowned upon. Murder and liquidation of friends is generally frowned upon in most societies. I say most just in case there's one out there that doesn't.
A tip of the hat to the tourney's victor.
Thank you. That's me. I won the tourney. There's some very yellow trousers you are wearing, and you're on the floor. Never mind. You have no feet. Like the top, though. That's a nice top.
Greetings.
Hello. Goodbye.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
I'm not going to miss that. I'm waiting for the vampires to push the medical benefits of bloodletting.
What is
The perfect feeding scheme. What do?
You are the famed Geralt of
Can I go and stroke Reginald for good luck? It's quite the trick. How'd you make your feet disappear like that? Hey, it's not the first time. Tucson, the entirety of the continent's apparently full of people with that magical gift. Reginald, perhaps for the last time.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Oh, that's the good stuff right there. What? No. Geralt through the gap, though. Mostly just so I can sprint without having to worry about my stamina meter. I say sprint, run, I guess, more accurately. Floppy hair, floppy, floppy, floppy hair. I can't unsee it, which is an issue, because this is a very serious game. It's a very serious time at the end of the game for serious revelations to come to serious light. And Geralt's just running around with boy band hair. That swell of string instruments was good. A couple of, I think it was last year, maybe, or earlier this year, GOG, obviously owned by CD Projekt Red, or CD Projekt, did a Witcher 3 goodies, Witcher franchise goodies bundle that came with the soundtrack. And it's a good soundtrack. Okay, right. So I need to make a save before I talk to her. Because that's the save I'll be reloading to get the other ending, and also I'll be reloading off stream to set up a new game save plus file, new game plus save file if I want one. My uncles are off to another dimension. I'll be back sometime.
Urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her, It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders.
Do you know who I am?
Doing
I'm
without
Witcher
special
Smurf.
permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that Witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Oh, actually, I can do it the other way. I don't have to replay this off stream. I'll get the bad ending first.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take
I
a
should have
momentary
saved.
break.
I should have saved.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank
Never
you.
mind, I saved shortly before this.
Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from
I
me.
know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Detloff is dead. Could you not just
Okay,
drop
so
it?
we have the bad ending.
Sienna, stop
Just to make that
pretending
clear.
you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now?
It's not particularly
Off to
sick.
share your discovery with Anna Henrietta. No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna
Little
tell
something,
her.
something?
Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
She's like, fair. That's fair. I would. So this is the thing for a good ending, but I'll just be reloading this conversation, so.
At least you're being honest, finally.
Lying only ever makes sense when there's a chance someone will believe you. It's actually refreshing, in a way, to say what I truly think. So why don't I do it a bit more? I was only ever nice to you to get you to sleep with me. I thought you might come in handy one day. Your comrade Regis is using you, and Anna Henrietta perceives you solely as her unthinking, blunt instrument. She's right to, you know.
Thanks. Thanks for that. That was great for the self-esteem.
Enjoy hurting people? That it?
Yeah, don't you say that about
I won't
Vampire
give you the
Bay.
satisfaction. The Witcher mutations, you know. It's hard to draw my blood.
Don't worry. I'll find a way.
A blade will do it.
Have a nice life, Sienna.
That was the most impactless wall punch, or window punch, I guess, that I've ever seen in a video game in recent years.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's go. Want to see him too.
It was quite impactless. It really was, wasn't it? It was just like, eh. Eh.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
I just realised I saved over the save I was preserving so that I could go back and get the prisoner ending. Fuck. I might be able to save it. I don't know. We'll find
Your
out.
face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of Arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel
There is
it
always
anymore.
YouTube. Yeah, exactly.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Yes.
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she?
Do you keep using that word?
Murders, the
I do not
mayhem
think
she
it means
brought
what you
down
think
on
it
the
means.
city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia
You know what I'm
is
saying?
closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness.
Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Obviously, he's got a horrific scar on his face, but at least the mustache is safe. At least the vampires didn't take that from him. After everything you did, she feels she could have her own sister murdered. Oh, clearly it doesn't. Why would she have her own sister murdered? No one would ever think that in 1,000 years. That's completely out of character. Why am I wearing metal shoes?
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which
Why are you
fall
wearing that
upon
outfit,
my
Kieran? You know, that's fair.
As the
That's fair.
ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Yes.
Geralt of Rivia,
You chew that
Slayer
scenery.
of the Beast of Beauclair. Step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May the symbol serve as a reminder that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend
I'm
of
so
Beauclair.
sorry. That was so loud in my headset.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal.
Yeah, her
a wine
writing's
normally
not very
reserved for the
consistent, is
ducal
it?
table. The gustatory experience
dare
of a lifetime
Xbox.
awaits.
How
Are you
dare!
content?
I don't think at this point makes any difference.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you
Kind
shall
of all
make
over the
good
place.
use
That's
of
just
it.
bad writing.
In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly, but she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair
Murders?
city of Beauclair.
Murders?
Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Pest control. Oh, hey, she has a full name. Sylvia Arno, in case you're wondering. Hey, Harry. Halberds.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Your Grace, as head of state, you should look first and foremost after your
Next
dominion.
time, opt for cremation. Heyo, this man's got
Syanna's
cremation
actions,
puns.
What drove them, be damned. She's a threat to your subjects.
Yeah, also, he's not impartially slept
You
with her.
are correct. They are what matters. I must not forget this. Syanna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you. Will you forgive me?
Yeah, read the room, guys. Read the room.
I shall never forgive you.
And she's dead. Also, she's dead. That's the bad ending. Definitely the bad ending. Yep. So good. We're going to reload and we're going to get the good ending, and that's the canon ending for this playthrough. That's giving me a weird vertigo. Please stop. This game's given me vertigo twice, and I don't suffer from vertigo. Different ending than mine. Exciting, you know, except for the killings. That's fair. So, to get the other ending, I just need to go and pick a different conversation option in that conversation with Syanna in her room. And that's what I'm going to do. No one checked Syanna for weapons first. Those guys need to be retrained immediately. Well, presumably they checked her when they imprisoned her and after they took her out of the tower room. And obviously she used the hairpin, so... 2 weeks later. Professor Donkey Man has returned.
Need some flowers. A wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out.
Deadly friggin' hairpin.
No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should come as no shock, sir.
Okay, so it was blue in that
At the
ending.
funeral, folk took it all. Men, women, children, all wished to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know, her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
No one suspected Syana'd be merciless. Not Damien, not me. Least of all the Duchess.
I know you. You're that witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
I am.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Unfortunately. R.I.P. Detlef.
Wait here. Take these.
Where did she pull those from?
Thought you were out of flowers.
I don't know.
I
No,
put a
never
bouquet
mind.
aside.
Never mind.
I was to take
I
it
don't
to
want
her
to know.
myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
They erected that swiftly. Unless that was already there. That may have already been there. That seems like the kind of thing the Duchess would have had commissioned. Okay, so that's the bad ending. I mean, I could go through and... oh, hey. I'm going to load this because I need to... redo this bit anyway. So I'm going to make a save in this quest line before getting the ribbon. I hope this was before I got the ribbon, and then we'll reload the other save and continue. But as I think there are only 2 autosave slots, I don't want to lose this save. This is how I thought I'd be able to get around my my mistake. I just hope the autosave was late enough. It was early enough, like, late enough I don't have to replay a lot of the quest, but early enough that I don't have to, that I haven't yet got the ribbon from the Flint girl. Okay, so it's not that bad. I can rush through that. I need to... that one. Oh, people are contributing to the randomizer heck challenge. Please don't. You don't have to. It's not compulsory. It's not a requirement for you to be on the channel. Reminder, by the way, that I do have BTTV emotes on the channel. So if you're wondering why you keep seeing the like Squirtle and Bulbasaur and stuff, that's why they're in the BTT emotes selection. Some animated ones. He tripped and fell on these points. Damn it, Satet! But thank you for tripping and falling in this channel, I guess. Oh no. Oh no, it's 95% complete, chat. It's 95% complete.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna urgently.
In the matter of?
Wanted to
skip through all this.
Promised to...
I can't believe I overwrote that save file. I've got to kill the pigs again and do Longlox's tower. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. It's not terribly time-consuming.
As long as...
Got to kill the giant as well.
Have you come to...
I know who the 5th victim was. Sienna. Why do you want it?
Okay. Because she forgot about you?
Because...
Bravo, Geralt. Well, what now?
Definitely gonna tell her.
Then why do it at...
She ought to know.
I probably will.
Ever thought to forgive her?
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary.
Heyo.
You played together.
Read
were
your secret
inseparable.
stuff.
Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you.
Oh, I loved the fairy tale
When
world.
you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
There's the impactless punch again.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Mood.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of 1,000 Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you?
Yep, Geralt's a romantic.
Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
We call that repression, children.
Farewell, Sienna.
Okay, so it looks like I have time for both endings. What I might do, chat, with your permission / blessing / you can't stop me from doing this, is rather than... we'll go through the cutscene, don't get me wrong. I'll save it before the final quest, when I'm on the final quest.
Like to see you. Shall we go at once?
And then go back to do the other endings, because that way I don't have to replay anything off stream to get the to get a new game plus file if I need one. It'll just be a bit jarring, but I assume after the prison ending you go back to Corvo Bianco anyway, so it still ends in the same place.
Let's go. Want to see him too.
Or prison endings, plural, technically, I suppose. So this is the canon ending for my playthrough. This is what I want to preserve.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
And that mustache is real good.
Your face. Though it looked
Pick the same options as usual.
Inconceivable. I must have... I think...
Let's begin.
The good news about having messed up that save file issue, though, that issue about messing up the save file, is we'll get to go back to the Land of Fables and Land of 1,000 Fables with the higher bitrate, so you can enjoy the oversaturation. I noticed it was a bit artifacted last time.
In the guild's name.
Because I lowered the bitrate.
Yes, your...
I shall dispatch a palace guard.
Thank you. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, for now, we shall award the Order of Vitis
We don't get the
Vinifera
Bovine Defense Force,
to
Ari.
son's highest honor.
I don't need the ribbon. The ribbon is what separates the endings.
I thank you immensely, Geralt.
Or one of the factors.
I have a small surprise for you.
But I'll have the save file in the Land of 1,000 Fables, so if I've got time at the end of the stream, I'll play Gwent. Well, I can play Gwent anyway. It's The Witcher 3. Everyone wants to play freaking Gwent.
Feels like
In a moment, you returned my sister to me. As head...
Again, I'm going to pick the same
if my presence
responses.
We shall now...
There are loads of people I didn't play Gwent with, so finding a Gwent game won't be difficult. If I've got time at the end of the stream. Okay, this is the good ending. I should have done everything. One more time. It's a good joke. Solid joke.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes.
Quest for all the cards begins now. That's failed. I can't complete that one.
Not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus, I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Yeah, there's a couple of events in the story that gate off certain cards. So there's one at the party you go to with Triss about the majors, you know, the Underground Major Railroad or whatever it was. There's an NPC there you have to play at the party, because if you don't, you can't get that card anywhere else.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair.
Interestingly different options.
I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled.
Oh god, triple triad, no.
To your benefit.
Absolutely not.
You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our
Those
parents.
halberds aren't
I don't
resting on
sense
anything,
the
they're just
problem.
moving.
They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Honorietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember.
They cancelled me.
Honorietta understood me.
Shoot, I'm gonna get
Once.
cancelled now.
She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did.
That does sound pretty
Hit
funny.
him right in his hideous bold
Grievous bodily harm.
Never laughed so hard in my
Makes
life.
me slap my knee.
But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment. It's true.
I am
I
blurry.
did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous.
No, I'm
they
not.
listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you.
This is very sad.
I'm sorry.
This
dear
is the good
sister.
ending.
Can you forgive me?
Tickle, tickle. Some weird leather creaking sounds there. I know it's supposed to be her armor, but still. I think the gem's the same color in her hairpin. They've reconciled, but she's still going to prison. Unless it's the colour at the top, which I didn't notice. Ah, the top gem changed colour. Gotcha. Very bizarre choice. So I'll finish this quest up, as I said, and then we'll go to the. We'll start the last quest, be it ever so humble, and save that before finishing it.
in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
Sip, sip, sip.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Ah, Geralt. Even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark.
Geralt's like, wait,
So,
I can?
Shall we?
What?
If you think it's a good idea,
He wears
let's
sunglasses
go.
all the time. He
I
forgot.
think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them.
A mask, you
and
say?
You should be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then.
He said the
Let's
magic
go.
words. He said the magic words. Then why have we been down in cat potions like this no tomorrow? Exactly. Actually, what I might do then, because like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the final quest. I haven't seen what the prerequisites for it are, but I did see that it was optional based on what you've done in the game. Chat, don't let me overwrite that save file, please, for the love of all that is holy. Do not let me overwrite that save file. We're going to do the other endings now. And then reload and finish the game afterwards. Because that way we get to see the more light-hearted endings. I assume they're more light-hearted. And then we go back to Regis and we get to hang out with Vampire Bay for a little bit longer before going to whatever the final quest is. Excellent. Shoes for Trolls. Timer is triggering the Trolls emote. I know this is a bit weird in terms of storytelling, but this way we get to see everything, and I don't have to worry about messing up New Game Plus files. Whoa, Ari just filling the screen there. Again, I'll stop saying this in like 2 or 3 streams. If the emotes are annoying, please let me know. I personally like them, but I don't have to watch them. Right, time to speedrun this bad boy. Little pics. Hey, this means Thumbelina lives in one timeline. The emote's not as annoying. Cool, cool. Getting 25% of your health back when you drink a potion is very good. You not dead? You are. What up? Eat an onion.
Oh, the 3 little pigs' homes. You know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Rick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One beam lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies.
Hogwarts, they didn't like that!
That could be it.
It's very loud, I do apologize. Oh wait, it's probably my headset. Right, I'd forgotten how annoying the pigs were as well. Oh my god, I just got killed by a pig. Okay, let's try that again. I died to pig. That's the first death of this chunk, I believe. Certainly the first death in quite some time.
Oh, the
Oh,
three
try
little
again.
pigs' homes. Well, you know the story, don't you?
I'm just gonna wait for my health to come back.
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
Mm-hmm. One bean lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it.
But hey, we also get to see Sienna in that fire red cape again. I really do need that thirsty emote. I also need to make an overlay for my webcam to put myself in horny jail. Especially if there's ever any more DLC for getting the car loser. Oops. Okay, that was more successful.
Oh, Pumbox, they didn't like
time.
that.
You're dead. And you're dead. Which one of you has the bean? Oh no, it's under the... It's there, right.
The big...
It can...
What can?
You... Well, and now... But here we are.
Thumbelina lives this time.
So, do you like it here?
I guess Geralt's just not going to answer the question. Yes, I do like it here, Sienna. Thank you for asking. It is gorgeous. Ah, dang it. Hey, Geralt, grab the... Oh, Geralt. There are many things this game does. Platforming may be one of them. Nope. Geralt, the... There we go. Tomb Raider, he is not. Seems great, but the denizens are a bit stiff, if I'm being honest. There we go. I mean, the person who lives in this tower is definitely a little stiff. Definitely a little stiff, sorry. Nope. Alright. Just gonna keep saving over the Beyond Hill and Dale save. That seems like the safe thing to do. Please. Drop an Erden, thank you. Wow, she's immune while doing that, huh? Oh wait, now I can just go after her, can't I? Oh, probably not. Why does she inhabit her corpse? Seems like the worst thing to do. I'll be taking your bean. Professor Donkey Man! I remembered that time.
Got that.
Dead. I trust.
I don't know why I picked
No.
that. It's not
It
relevant
was-
to the story.
We were hashing. I followed him out.
Yeah.
He turned down a.
What?
Wait. I. To it.
So that
Yes, but
playing.
definitely.
Got it.
I can. You look. It's tough.
Okay.
Now we must plant by the path near Long.
We must, but first I need to repair my sword, because I've got some pixies to murderize, and then also a giant.
Tower. Then prepare to meet the giant.
Speaking of.
Not bad.
Murderizer go brrr, indeed. I'm still getting health back, I think, yes, from the enemy. I just fell for the sound effect again. That sounds like the resub alert. Gosh dang it, why am I like this?
Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beans.
I would, but Pixie's aggro. Just keep overwriting that one file. It goes against everything you believe in, Bubbles, but just keep overwriting the single save file. Okay, so I lost like, what, 10 minutes? If
Wait!
that?
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful.
Giant fight. Come on. It's obvious. Is it obvious Viva Pinata should be used for sound alerts? I actually need you to swing your weapon at this. Please and thank you. Oh my god. This giant. I can see what. You know what? I'm just going to do it normally. I actually meant to throw a bomb. That didn't work. Why did that hit me and not the giant? Game, why? I should have also rested to get... Like, how did that not trigger it? Consume that. Okay, sure, that hit it. Do the Dark Souls way, run to the right with shield, stab him in the butt. I can fat roll. And I can murderize his butt. He's also bleeding. There we go, he's dead. Do I need to loot the corpse? No.
First,
Why?
to give.
Well, you.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not having sex again.
Hold on.
I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. Some other time, maybe.
Another.
None taken. You spoke clearly, you spoke honestly. It's fine.
It's not fine.
Come.
We don't get trippy cloud sex, but it saves time. Yeah, no means no, this lady gets it, exactly. He's like, not right now. Another time maybe. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it another
Another
time.
will-o'-the-wisp.
Maybe. I'm not going to follow it this time. I don't need the special sword. I will, however, say hello to the falling whale. Oh no, not again. I've also learned, I'm just going to step in the hole. Whee! Right, so for this to work... Okay, so as far as I can tell, as long as she dies, I get thrown in prison. Do I have to kill Detlef again? Because that was a boring boss fight. Ah, no, I'm gonna let him go.
Portal's in effect.
It was a secret.
Hide. Never mind.
Hey, Regis.
She has.
Would you prefer I...
Call.
But...
Nope. That's good.
I could have slapped her down and backed up Regis, but I want to pick the options I chose the last time, apart from the sex option, obviously. We're going to watch the Teshan Mutton scene, though, because it's great. I'm not going to skip through this. I'm going to check my emails instead. In case you're wondering, nothing exciting. Promotional stuff.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
I like how the skip dialogue came out, but nope. Sometimes it just do that.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Let's get ready. Detlef will be here any moment now.
Oh, it's happening again.
Ren. Sienna. I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now,
And
we
Solaris,
must part.
that's why I'm doing this. For people who may not have seen it.
A
Wow,
shame.
cool. Just
Sienna.
straight in there. Did you really have to teleport?
What did you do?
What I had to do. What she deserved. Beauclair will know peace once more. The vampires will have left the city by dawn. I shall leave as well. Go far away, far from men. You can try to stand in my way. Then I shall kill you both. Though that is not at all my will. The decision is yours.
He has to live with the knowledge of what he's done.
You can go. But if ever we meet again...
I shall keep my distance, believe me. Geralt, Regis, farewell.
See, in this ending, Regis isn't a traitor to vampires.
I'm sorry. I swore to protect her, I know, but it happened so fast. What have we done?
Let a killer walk. Isn't that what you wanted from the start, though? We have to let Anna Henrietta know.
Geralt, you will face...
I know. All the same, we have to inform her.
Just turns and looks dramatically at the castle in the distance. Is your character in the habit of puncturing people's chest cavities? One would only arrange that if it were expected. So I must know. Two weeks later, Tucson. Oh, he's changed batteries. Tucson prison. 92, quite curious. King of the Clink. Served time in Tucson. That polearm was sticking out of his hand.
Hey there, Geralt of Rivia.
What do you want?
That's me.
Me? Not a thing. Name's Handsome Jacques, and I've
Jacques.
already got it all.
So Jacques.
What I wonder is
Which
if
fails as a
there's
Borderlands
anything
reference.
you'd need.
What can you get me exactly?
Exactly. Anything a patron of this little auberge might desire. From decent victuals that won't stew your innards to a dab of fisty to make you fly.
A dab of
Even
fisty to
brought
make
in
you
a
fly.
slinky piece of arse once. A boarder claimed to suffer from glandular overactivity or some such. You see, out there beyond the walls, I'm a lowly dog's body. But here, in the kingdom of the clink, I'm the cling.
Kingdom of the Clink. No, dude. Oh, it says the Clink. So there's only one question that I could possibly ever ask of Handsome Jacques. Can you get me Butt Stallion? Is that a thing that you can organise? Just get me Butt Stallion. It's a Borderlands joke if you don't know. Amber's an interesting system. It definitely sounds it from what you said. I'm also going to go and change my controller batteries while we're here. It is Butt Stallion, right? The unicorn's name in Borderlands. Anyway, I'm just gonna, control the batteries. Did you miss me? I was gone so long. I'm so happy that I use rechargeable batteries for my controller. Obviously, I'd prefer like kinetic powered or solar powered power sources, but like my watch. Welcome back, thank you. Them Komodos. This is the same character that murdered a dragon with an RPG and a claymore mine. I suspected that would be the case.
Can't readily think of anything.
Come now, mate. We all need something. You've just not been in here long enough to know.
You know me? How?
No. That's a stretch. No, I wouldn't say that, no. But I do know they've assigned you to the laundry, same as me. And I know what you're in for, your dastardly deed. Then again, I know that about every jester who winds up here.
Kinda curious to know what you know, or think you know.
The Duchessa hired you to find the butcher of Beauclair. And you did, but then you let him butcher dear Anarietta's sis. Then this brute simply vanished. Dropped off the face of the earth, though in his case, turned to vapor, might be the better phrase.
Seem pretty well informed.
Best informed mutt in this kennel paws down. Duchessa's cross.
Thank you for
no
the cute
doubt, when
emote,
you
Red
await
Riding
your
Hood.
trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence. What'll it be?
None can tell you that. Anarietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teeth she's like to flesh.
Can we not say that, though?
But I'd advise against escape. You're a prisoner among many now. Take flight, though. Make it out. Public enemy number 1.
Why'd they lock you up?
Hodgepodge. I had no domicile, but had to winter somewhere, so I robbed a shopkeeper. Couldn't have made a worse mistake. The penalty was a fine, an amount I couldn't pay, so they swished it to lashes, meted out on my bum. After that, I shifted course, started pinching bigwigs' noses. Cut the tail of Count Beauvieux's steed. Got a 1.5 years for that. My next exploits had to be grander, even greater wrongs.
This man
So
wants to be in
I
prison.
carefully chose my victim.
Gotcha. In the
Marshal
clink.
de la Stake
The kingdom.
filled his cask with dung from between my very own cheeks. That got me 3 years of free room and board. I'll pull another prank as soon as they let me out. Made it a career. It's become my way of life.
If you can fill a cask with poop, brother, there's something wrong with your digestion.
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. Personally, I'm pleased we're assigned to it. Those rags stink like sick in the sun, but you get used to it. And when you're working, you get more bread.
Gotta make that bread.
Don't get my dand up.
I've no clue, but we're better off
dand
chomping
up,
grass.
I'll get away with it.
Notes found in the Tucson prison. Stanny, see if you can't get a small hammer and chisel for me, the kind used for stone carving. If you manage to put them in the drop-off spot, I'll pick them up and then I'll get you that placard, but we need 2 days to get it to you. Placard will wait in the same drop-off spot. Hope you won't hang yourself till then. It's worth waiting because this is the work of the greatest master of Sedaris, or at least that's what my man claims, Gaspar. So that's the perks of being a jailbird quest. Okay, this is apparently the drop-off point.
You told him that, did you?
I sure did. I haven't had a speck of trouble with that
Norse,
sausage
what
staffer
you were
since
selling had no right
learnt
to be
his
called
lesson.
food.
Martha,
That was worse than rat poison.
Rubbish! Well-aged meat.
Oh god, they're playing Gwent chat.
You're
Also, it's nice that
meat
I get to keep my medallion.
so galloping to the privy. That's because our courtiers have the bellies of colicky
Ah.
newborns.
Should have sold your slop to peasants then.
Is that an L or an I? Either way, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the first time comment. I really appreciate it. How you managed to get here? So, if you get Sienna killed, the Duchess doesn't like it, so she sends you to jail instead. I purposely have reloaded a save to get to this point, so. But welcome in. Hope you enjoy whatever time you spend here. Let's just stick that in there. Okay, so that's the save I'm overwriting repeatedly. The objective, obviously, is wait 7 days. I'm not going to wait 7 days. I'm going to continue the quest so I get to see the rest of the quest. And then I'll reload the save, and we'll see that ending of the quest as well. Hopefully that made sense to people. I'll have a killed redhead to your taste anyway. Okay. It's a strong opinion. Chat also voted for Triss to be romanced, so chat's on board with you there.
Pack the dirty rags in the tub. I'll see to the suds and water.
Okay. Sorry, there's another quest, I guess? How do I access... Oh, it's Gwen. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, chat. Bovine Defense Force represent.
Stop your ogling. This is no cabaret. Will you play or not?
But what if I wanted it to be a cabaret?
Look at this. Not two fleece to his name and he asks about stakes. You can bet those racks you're wearing.
What'll I get
How
if I
close was that
win?
vote back in the day?
Bread. I put some aside for Stefan, but it won't kill him to go hungry.
Correct, Stefan.
Who's Stefan?
None of your rotten business. A rat. So, playing?
I can't remember how close the vote was. I'm gonna see if we still have it. On the 22nd of January this year, it was 2 votes for Triss, 1 vote for Yennefer, and then 1 vote for Shani. So, yeah, reasonably close considering how active the polls on my channel usually are, in my Discord usually are.
Lay them out then.
I just need to check I've got the one card that matters. I've got the one card that matters. I almost pressed B. We're playing Gwen. Okay. I might get rid of Kira. No, I think Kira's a better character. We'll get rid of you. I'm going to lose the first round, which makes it obviously very awkward. But just so I can play my 2 spies more than anything. I've got mostly melee, and the Bovine Defense Force becomes melee in the second round as well. So let's get rid of the Kedwani Siege Expert. I got Zoltan, cool. Yengo, personally, if I can completely understand Triss's appeal, that's fair. It's really sad because when you do the last quest and the last wish, sorry, and you break the genie's magic, Yen's like, why don't you feel anything for me? You were supposed to love me still. Oh, I see what they're doing. Come on, cow. Dang it. Well, my plan's scuppered. Crud. I was hoping to get you the cow, chat. Well, I win, at least. And because I am the Northern Realms and win, I get to draw a card. There it is! We see the cow. It is in my hand. Elizabeth she is less so, but which is very enjoy Triss's character growth on the whole. She's sweet. Yes, Triss is really sweet. The whole... I mean, I haven't played the first 2, but the whole romance between Triss and Geralt in this one was just so awkward and adorable. Make my move. Oh, I'll make my move, don't worry. I mean, I could just pass, but I kind of want to drain them of cards. So let's just play all my ranged cards. Play another card. Yeah. Impenetrable fog. That's not that one, is it? It is. Ranged combat to 1. I kind of want to keep that as a backup. Kind of want to keep that. Do I play that? Or do I save it? I'll play it. Maybe I can tempt them into... Oh, I put that in the wrong row. Whoops. Maybe I can tempt them into playing another card or two. Okay. That backfired. Take him back, though. Keep the game going. The fewer cards you have in hand, the better. Oh, hey, Dandelion. He posed for that picture, right? That's... Like, he commissioned that picture. That's not just, hey, this is a great bard that we should all emulate. I'm just draining the hand of cards. That's all I'm doing. I'm buying time to win with the Bovine Defense Force. I'm sorry, chap. I've caved to peer pressure. I nearly picked up the cow again. This match will be truly legendary. You are not wrong. Right, they've got one card in hand, so I'm going to pass. Hopefully they'll pass. Otherwise, they'll just have a whole turn where they can't do anything. Yeah, there we go. Bovine Defense Force! Just in case... Oh, I was like, just in case it's a Scorch, but they went first anyway. Oh, wait. I can do this, right? Yep. I don't even have to play another person to back up the Bovine Defense Force. I win. That is the power of the BDF, chat. The power of the BDF. You just can't beat it. It's too good. It's too good. And I get bread. What's not to like? What? Okay, I guess it can go any faction. I got a Gwent achievement. Didn't see that one coming.
Fleeced me, harlot's brood. Now Stefan will have to go hungry.
Sorry.
Oh, look at that. He's sorry.
Oh, the puns in chat.
No one else will play with you.
Puns in chat are great.
And be careful not to slip on any soap.
Oh, I will.
What, you will slip on soap, or you'll be careful not to slip on soap? Because you've got to go and find soap. That is literally your assigned task. Actually, I suppose I could save over this. If I keep saving this quest, saving over this, slide on the soap. Ah. If I keep saving over this thing, I will at least go to clothes, be able to end the quest at the same time. Hey, handsome Jock. New sports, soap skating. I need to pick up soap from somewhere. I can't run, so that's annoying. Hey, if I was soap, where would I be? And you can't say up your butt because it's soap, so it's clean answers only. Oh, there it is. Wait. Wait, chat. Soap. Because Geralt bent over. Highbrow humor from CDPR right there. Soap plus water equals bubbles, right? Let's get it to rate these bubbles.
Take the stick and stir the rags. Water's
Yeah.
almost boiled.
Please, let me do it. I saw the prompt for a split second. I want to do it from inside the barrel. I'm making wine. Okay, well, let me do it from inside the barrel. That's annoying. Geralt, The stick disappears if the camera's at the wrong angle. Clean requirements was a pun. Oh yeah, it was a pun. 100% a pun. Sometime later. I'm assuming what the Romans did to clean their clothes involved urine.
Who have we here?
The stick was like that, Red Riding Hood.
Snipes locked in the clink.
Oh hey, it's you.
How did that happen?
Idiots again.
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Back off. I'm busy.
Washing clothes.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
You go ahead and
decent
cheat.
bubbles, I guess.
I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
How dare!
He left you all alone.
Come on. Be constructive. Make yourselves useful.
Yes, we should see to the wash, or they'll put us in confinement.
Hey, the mutant's trying charms on us. Can't you see? Your tricks won't work here, lad. You cannot mesmerize all three of us at once.
No, but it's easier
Grab
to
yourselves,
beat you unconscious when
washboards,
there's only
boys.
two of you. I
I'll
have a
take
stick.
him from the left.
And you're down.
Come on.
And they're down.
What is going on here?
Violence.
Nothing.
I'm not asking you, but the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
Exactly.
You slipped on soap.
Nothing's
Lots
happening.
of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots brutes. Solitary for the lot of you. You'll have ample time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
Every morning,
Didn't
my
do
dude.
anything to deserve solitary.
Shut it.
I think about that every
Milton
morning.
was my cousin. You let him die. Was the Duchess's coin not enough?
Oh.
Did you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchess's sister, too late then too? Were it up to me, you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
Kind of want to. Not gonna lie. One week later.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too? Bet you're thinking about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside, nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Yep, I'm that loud.
That's me.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
Didn't need one of urine if I just consider so important people collect from the populace
What am I, the town crier?
and use it for laundry.
Hands behind
Yep,
your back.
not surprised. I think I dimly knew that from somewhere.
Now let's go, and no funny business.
I'm a streamer, I have to be funny. Like, it's... I have to be, or people leave.
Get ready. Soon all your problems will be solved once and for
Financial insecurity? Solved. Romance issues?
Do you know where
solved.
this leads?
No. Hope it's the
Constant
exit,
harassment
though.
for being a
You
witcher?
guessed it.
Solved.
The thing is, there are different kinds of exits. Some walk this path to freedom. Others walk it straight into eternity.
Which am I headed for?
I don't know. Yet one thing is certain. You will never walk this path again.
Very large
Mark
headsman.
Dubois, you are hereby judged guilty of trampling Alice Valref, the cupbearer's wife, while on horseback. The woman's condition is critical.
It was an accident. I was riding fast through, but she jumped out in front of me.
In light of the above, there can be but one
Better
sentence.
than laundry with Pyrrha.
Death by decapitation.
No, I didn't
See,
do
Lucian,
anything!
you fit right in.
Help!
You
There
fit right
must
in
be
here.
witnesses!
Off with his head.
I hope that's the right pronunciation.
Next. Paul, the Witcher, take him to the tower.
No, it's
That's
Geralt,
an
not
order.
Paul.
An order's an order.
What?
Guess you're not next after
It's
all.
Geralt.
Follow me. You're supposed to follow me.
Why do you make me watch?
I don't know if you saw, because obviously it depends where you're looking at the time. Geralt loaded into the game again after that cutscene with his hands unbound and then put them behind his back and the rope was on there. Oh, that's good.
That execution.
So you'd know this is no almshouse for lost orphan boys.
Wanted me to think I was next. Enjoy that? Getting a rise out of folk?
You guessed it. The harlots' hounds that land here, I detest them. So I do everything in my power
Sneaky
so
witch
they'll
tricks.
know they're in the clink, not on holiday.
He could break out at any point, he just chooses not to. You good, dude? Just clipping through the doorframe? Cool. Hey, say hello to the strumpet whose legs are in an alternate dimension. Or whose feet, sorry. You're perfect for each other. You both have transdimensional capabilities.
I've brought the prisoner, sir.
Unbind him and leave us. Greetings, Witcher.
Ignis would let him escape
Your
very
face
easily.
doesn't look good. Though, looked even worse last time I saw you.
I apply an arnica extract. I can hardly feel it anymore.
What, your face in general, or just the wound?
But my scars pale in comparison to the fate Siana met with. The fate that was your doing. I trusted you. And how did you repay me? Consider it, Witcher. Why do you think the Duchessa had Siana hidden away to start with? Can you guess?
More importantly,
sorry.
do I want to?
Might not believe me, but couldn't have predicted that turn of events. Certainly never wanted that.
Enough. We shall speak of it no more.
Guess there's been a decision in my case.
Truly, is that all you care about? Your own hide?
What else is there to care about right now? I'm in the kingdom of handsome Jacques. He's the Kling.
Not only. Also care how the Duchess feels, for example. And I hope that, unlike you, she doesn't blame this all on me.
A court heard your case, not Anna Henrietta. The facts are as follows. You were hired to kill the beast. Not only did you fail in that endeavor, but you
Also,
also
the rat
caused
master,
the
yes.
death of our Duchessa's sister. Have I missed anything? I'll have you know that were it up to me, you would rot in our dungeon until your dying day.
Glad you didn't have the deciding vote then.
At any rate, I am not the best person to tell you what was decided in your matter. I'd say the man who worked hardest to tip the scales in your favor.
Dandelion?
What are you talking about? What man? Dandelion?
Hey!
Jeez, Geralt. You look like you've seen a ghost.
A ghost wouldn't have surprised me half this much, I promise you. What are you doing in Beauclair?
Officially, visiting Henrietta. That is to say, the Duchess. We're old friends. But you know that. Unofficially, I'm saving your hiney.
You?
What a word.
You're a persona non grata
Fucking
in Toussaint.
tiny.
Undesirable.
Didn't stop me from risking my skin for you. In my book,
I'm saving
friendship
your
is all
butt.
that matters.
Tee-hee.
Well, friendship and love. And art. Oh, and wine.
A lot of things matter to Dandelion. We knew this.
How'd you even know I was in prison?
Regis came to see me right after they locked you up. I mean, Regis, right? Can you believe that? To come back after... Amazing. He told me everything, and naturally, I couldn't possibly leave you to rot in there.
Take it I'm free thanks to you. How'd you manage it?
Oh, I have my ways. Took a little persuasive logic, blended in some deft rhetoric, then added a generous pinch of charm, and voila! You're free. But just so you know, it wasn't easy. In fact, it was pretty damn hard. Duchess was so furious, I think she even forgot she'd banished me from Beauclair. For life.
Ooh,
all she could do was scream that you'd never set foot outside that dungeon again.
How'd you get her to take a fresh look at things?
I appealed to the faultless intentions that guided you, to your reputation, your accomplishments, and, well, ultimately she changed her mind, and you're free. Never wants to see you again, but even got her to leave your vineyard with you. You won't get a copper of your promised reward, but you'll keep your estate.
That means we keep BB.
Dandelion,
So good.
you're a regular master of diplomacy.
And this non-canon ending.
Thanks.
Listen, you do whatever needs doing, but I've got to get to the cemetery. Henrietta's in bad shape with Siana dead. Some folk forget that under the ducal regalia, she's just an ordinary woman who's lost a loved one.
Been meaning to ask you, how's Priscilla?
All right. Recovering steadily from the horror she's been through.
So, you two, you're still...
Of course we are. How could you even think it was otherwise?
No idea. Just within the realm of possibilities. But please be careful not to lead Anna Henrietta on. Suggest you come here for any reason beyond getting me out of my predicament.
The bond between the Duchess and myself is one of pure friendship, nothing more. Now, off to console a friend in need.
All right. See you later.
See you, Geralt.
Off we go. You'll collect your things at the door.
Okay, so you get a bit of money if you do kill Deathlaf. If you do kill Deathlaf. Oh, okay. So I can get constellation here. Seems dubious. Yeah. Yeah. Where's my stuff? Doesn't really matter, considering I'm going to be reloading a save in a moment, but still. Right, before I head out, let's go and grab the perk of being a jailbird. The placard. Please say shoes for trolls.
Not terrible. Might look nice on my wall.
It's not shoes for trolls, but it'll do.
Open the gate. Your things are past the first gate. Take them, leave them. I don't really give a peek.
Technically, I could reload the save right now, but... Oh, that's not what I wanted. What am I missing? Boots. Boots. Oh, also, of course, Professor Donkey Man is a free man once more. Let me out, let me out, let me out. They weaponized soap in there. He looks even more like a donkey man with the long hair. There's Vampire Bay.
Don't smile so wide. Someone's liable to see. Could mean trouble.
I can't help myself. Just so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, my vampire friend.
Don't smile too wide, you'll show fangs. Vampire!
Thanks for getting
Smooth,
Dandelion
Geralt,
to come
very
out.
smooth.
It was nothing. True, he was not at first terribly eager to face the Duchess, but I managed to persuade him his person was indispensable.
Well played. Dandelion loves being indispensable.
And
yet
indisposed.
he so rarely is, poor man.
Get wrecked, Dandelion.
What did you do while
While you vegetated in that correctional facility, I used the time to think. Wish to know what I thought about?
Of course.
The relationship between two numbers. Detlef's 4 victims and the 5 chivalric
Oh, and this
virtues.
is right. Ties it together.
As you've no doubt noted, there's a difference of 1.
Mean to tell me, after all we've figured out, that you now believe in the whole 5 virtues punished theory?
Belief's got nothing to do with it. It's cold logic, deduction. Syanna went to great lengths to make folk believe the beast was punishing those who betrayed the virtues. Were I in her shoes, I'd make sure the number of victims matched. Are you not at all curious who was meant to be the 5th?
If I say yes,
I'm a
what
future
then?
seer.
Then you'll
I know
come
who it
with me
is.
for another chat with the boot black. You see, I've learned he delivered the notes to Dettlaff. Our search starts with him.
Fine, see what he has to say. Could use a good walk, work out the kinks if nothing else.
Come then.
I didn't mean to pick that result, but it ate the input. I flicked the thumbstick down, but I don't think it was down for long enough for the input to register. And then I just pressed A, assuming it had registered. I was going to do the join you later so that I could avoid this cutscene and reload the canon save. But that's what happens if you let Syanna die, anyway. I'm curious how this is to wrap up given the previous experience ending. Well, you learn, I guess you just learn who it was, and that's it. Hang on, I can tell you, I've got the wiki open.
Oh, it's the chap with the swords. Sir, you look like some beast ate you up then spat you out. Are you here for a spiffing? Boots make the man that...
Need to ask you something.
Yet a cat.
Guess they...
Then...
Click.
Okay, so it progresses exactly the same. You beat up the guys harassing the shelter, you get the letter. You can talk to Anna Henrietta if you want, but she denies everything. And that's it. So I just need to get out of this sequence so I can reload the save.
Beggar.
What?
Just...
I can't...
Remember...
What? Oh,
It's not like she can
well,
reconcile with
every-
Syanna, because
Thanks.
Syanna's dead.
We must visit the shelter.
Well, there we go. That's what that's all about. Hope you enjoyed the prison ending. You can do it without getting the pin-up, I guess. Hey, if anyone plays this on PC and mods the game so that that prison placard says shoes for trolls, that would be great. I could send you the graphic. No, I can't. It's too low res. Also, I'm playing on the console, so it wouldn't help me in any way. But hey, you'd be able to see it at the end of a 160-hour game. So there's that, I guess. Speaking of obviously being at the end of the game, the Troll's not going anywhere. The Shoes for Trolls campaign stuff isn't going anywhere for the time being. Obviously, at some point, I'll figure out a replacement for it after the joke's worn off, but I'll keep it around for a bit longer. The Troll's adorable anyway, so...
This
Optional.
moonlight
Put on
makes
mask
me-
and gloves.
Oh, so...
Are they quest items? I assume they're quest items. Yes. And... there it is. Oh, yeah. Plague Doctor Donkey Man.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you.
Absolutely not. He's Geralt of Rivia. The Butcher of Blaviken. The White Wolf. I guess technically I don't need that save anymore. Left all his refinement with Triss? He did.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Use Witcher senses to find Regis.
Regis!
But as I said, in that ending, he's not a traitor to vampire kind because he technically
Where'd
did
you
nothing.
go?
That doesn't sound good.
You raise your hand against a vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
Oh, cool, he killed them both. Or all three of them, maybe.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Regis, I'm sorry.
I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire
Sorry,
to have
bae.
another drink.
Do you need a hug? I will hug you. Geralt's pouch is clipping through his thigh there.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
That's Mandrake.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Is it you?
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and
There's
take
a cottage in
to pruning
Kovia
vines?
with a hot redhead in it. Or
Don't
Shani.
really know yet.
She has a house too.
Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair...
Gosh, his hair is
far
so cool.
calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive.
Establish a permanent megascope
So
pouch in
what
Drissa's
did
house in the vineyard.
become of
That's an amazing idea.
Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
I don't believe in you, sir. Therefore, you do not exist. Good day. Harry,
so
do you
don't
just have
feel
that
like
copy of your
going
clipboard?
anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Geralt, why are you staring directly at the camera? Cool. So the game's technically not over yet. There is an epilogue quest to go back to the Corvo Bianco, would you believe? And I want to see what he's put on the nightstand. But while I've got this moment, because as usual, I let credits play out so that everyone who's involved in the game gets properly credited and all of that stuff. although I suspect they're the same credits that we've already seen. That was the good ending. I reloaded the good ending. The jail ending takes you to the same place, I believe. Nope, you don't get that in the jail ending. I guess you just talk to you can investigate if you want, but the game ends. So these are thoughts I've had throughout the entire 57 hours. Content not found. What a game. It was, you know what, I'm happy I played it. Also, welcome content not found. Welcome to the channel. I'm happy I played it. There were definitely moments in there where I was like, yes, I can see what all the hype is about, where the writing was fantastic. The score is incredible. If you take away anything from this, just the score is incredible. And the world itself, by which I mean the open world aspect of the game, is pretty good. I'm not a fan of a good, let's say, half of the writing. I don't like constant depressing fantasy. Grey morality, in my mind, only works when it's used sparingly, not when everyone is lying to Geralt. It kind of gets boring, it gets predictable, and it gets tame. Another thing that I've complained about a lot throughout the playthrough that has definitely soured my enjoyment of the game is just the fact that they throttle experience. There's just so much to do that they don't want you leveling too much. And that, to me, as I said many times, make a smaller game. I like the fact that some of the loot scales, depending on when you get it, that's pretty cool. Apart from Regis, actually, and Roach, obviously, I didn't have an emotional connection with any of the characters. And it's the reason I stopped reading the books. It's just I don't feel a connection to any of the characters. Yes, the writing is good in places. In this stream I called out the really sweet relationship between Triss and Geralt, where they're like, should we try to build on this? Both of us fully aware of what it is now. And I thought that was, ignoring the fact that she manipulates them in the second game, I thought that was really well handled and was really well written. But for the most part, like I say, like a solid half of the writing just didn't land for me, and it's it's personal preference writing, storytelling in general. I'm not going to say your fun's wrong if you like the game. You are entitled to like what you like, as long as it's not actively hurting people, and that's totally fine. I'm probably not going to be replaying this. Obviously it draws a lot of comparisons to the Dragon Age series. I much prefer the Dragon Age series. That's just personal preference. I'd love an open world Dragon Age game, and I'm not saying those are perfect either, because the Dragon Age games really are not perfect in any way, shape, or form. What else? Because I usually, talk through. I usually reflect on the game during the credit sequence. For those of you who've not been here for this before. What else? Personal preferences, personal highlights, I guess. From the entire game, what I remember certainly. The quest where Roach talks, that was a really good one. That DLC was actually, I'd say, really good for the most part. The writing for Anna Rieta, in that it mimics the book, a bit weird. I did like the main, the picture of the bed just reminded me. I did like the main storyline in Skellige from the base game. Hearts of Stone was pretty good. Hearts of Stone was a pretty good sequence as well. Everyone, you've had 100 plus to come up with a magnificent review. I expect greatness. Yes, that's my review. Yes. Everyone always praises the Bloody Baron sequence quest line, and it just didn't land for me. But again, things like that, just personal preference, and it is what it is. But ultimately, as I said, I'm happy I've played it. Over 2 years. I'm happy that I finished it as well. I don't think I'll be replaying it. I've got the save file if I want to. It would be New Game Plus. But there's been no point during this playthrough where I've been like, when I've not been streaming, or when I've taken my breaks every 50 hours to play something else, where I've been like, I want to play The Witcher 3 again. I want to stop what I'm doing, and I want to go back to The Witcher 3. And you know, it is what it is. Personal preference. That's all reviewing is anyway. It's just personal preference. Just the trick with reviewing, obviously, is to keep it balanced as much as possible. But thank you all for going on this journey with me. I will admit that, and I joke about, I've joked about this many times, like, what will I do to get viewers here after I finish this? I will admit that that's not really a joke. I am fairly concerned about channel growth now I'm not playing this. It has been reasonably reliable at drawing people to the channel. Next Witcher game is Sirius the main character, right? We don't know. We do not know. Hopefully I'll find something that brings people to the channel. I know that obviously KOTOR was floated as the next kind of big RPG to play. Depending on that releases for current gen consoles, I might play the remake instead. I don't know. Regardless, the next game on the schedule is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, so I've got like 2 hours, so I might as well just start that today. The next big story-driven game is going to be Disco Elysium, but I'm going to take a break between huge story games. For hopefully understandable reasons. I have nothing now. I'm out. I'm out of stuff to talk about. AMA. AMA, chat. AMA. Obviously, as I say, there's an epilogue sequence, but... Disco Elysium's cool. I'm glad to hear it. A friend gifted it to me for my birthday, so I have high hopes because I trust their judgment, and if you're saying it's cool, must be cool. I, of course, expect to play it as a complete disaster of a detective. Why is the Jarrat the best character of the game? Because he listens. The Jarrat listens. The Jarrat has no hidden motives. Geralt and the Jarrat are equals. They treat each other as equals. They listen to each other. Is it going to be my first time playing Fallen Order? It is. And I'm also going to set up a chat reward. So I'm going to try it on normal to start with. I know it's a Souls-like. I have very limited experience with Souls-likes. I'm going to try it on normal. But there will be a chat reward to increase it to, is it Jedi Master difficulty or whatever it is, for 5 minutes. Just because I know that people hate me. / like seeing me suffer. But yes, my first time playing Fallen Order. I've seen the first hour or so of Fallen Order, I think it was. But then the person I watched playing it never went back to it. So I know a little bit about how it works, but not over much. Can you play Disco Elysium as anything else other than a complete disaster of a detective? Apparently you can play it as a competent detective. Apparently. The good news about this credit sequence is it won't get copyright bopped on YouTube. If anyone's thinking of streaming Dragon Age Origins, fair warning, the credit song is sung by 30 Second to Mars, and boy howdy is it copyrighted. YouTube did not like that. Did not like that at all. Oh, speaking of Warner Brothers, if anyone hasn't heard, Warner Brothers have announced Multiverses. Well, actually, technically the development studio announced it, but it's a Smash clone with Warner Brothers characters, free to play. So, kind of concerned about it being free to play, if I'm being honest. But it might be entertaining. You can beat up Batman as Shaggy. Or Jake from Adventure Time as Steven Universe. It's got a weird launch roster. Bugs Bunny's in there. Tom and Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Oh, controller. As it's... I could skip these because, as I said, I'm pretty sure these are the same credits that we've already seen. But that was like 40 hours ago, so I'm going to just let it play through. If you are interested in watching me play Fallen Order or Disco Elysium, by the way, please do feel free to drop a follow to the channel. Obviously, it helps my mental state. Are we good? Is that the end of the credits? Can I go and see BB? Feels a lot of people right, so now that we've been properly introduced, we'd like to thank you one last time. Blood and Wine is the end of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We wanted to call it Sweat and Tears or Damn We'll Miss This, but we couldn't. However, as a studio, we've already embarked on our adventures. We promise you'll hear about them soon. Garrett will always have a special place in our hearts, and we hope he'll have a special place in yours. Thank you for playing, thank you for supporting us, thank you for spending your hard-earned money on our game. I spent £5, it was on sale. We hope you had fun. Love, CD Projekt Red. In loving memory of that woman. Karolina Grochowska, maybe? I don't know. I don't speak Polish.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Be it ever so humble. Go home. First, of course, I have to make everything right with the world. Professor Donkey Man has returned. Oh, I kept the Reginald buff as well. That's good. Hang on. It's up here, isn't it? The nearest fast travel point? Where did Geralt go? I thought it just saw him. Oh, Geralt just went. Professor Donkey Man's back. It's all good. No need to worry. We're all good. There's no imposters on the stream. No one seems sus. I'll be honest, I thought I was a bit closer to Beauclair than I actually am. I went entirely the wrong way. No, I'm equidistant. Dedicated Alice-themed Witcher game? Alice? Oh, speaking of Alice, Alice Madness Returns is on Game Pass, so I might check that out at some point. I hear that's pretty good. I have it on Steam as well, but it's just easier for me to capture console games with a steady frame rate. Alice Madness Returns is great. Your word carries weight, my friend. Your word carries weight. Has a cult following? No, not clarify that statement. Oh, I know it's weird. I know it's really weird. I follow I've followed American McGee for some time. Literally, I just followed them. So I know the art style is weird and the story's weird. For all you Roach stands out there, here's Roach. Not a unicorn, still a horse. Goodbye. Stalker. No, that's a different game, and Stalker 2 is coming straight to Game Pass. Hey, BB.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Well, that's suitably vague, so I assume that changes... I assume whoever it is changes based on certain things. I forgot to take the mandrake gloves off. Just gets punched from off screen. Why is the bedroom closed?
Triss.
In the flesh.
Hug.
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint, catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work. The law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
I want to see what Regis left me as well. I guess we'll hang out with the girlfriend first, though. Gah. So hetero.
How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other
Fair.
mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So,
But you've joined
how
me
do you
here.
like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer
That's not
to
a
that.
euphemism.
I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze with a statue in the center. One that's stately.
Every house needs a hedge maze.
Nude.
Oh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Pheasant!
Can't wait.
Howard, now it's gone. I mean, there's still one behind me, but... Nope, they came back. How and pheasant. How rude of you.
How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
can do magic. Of course, how did I
So,
forget?
what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no...
They are slightly
intention of
pheasants, in all fairness.
In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
Okay. Oh, the pheasant came back. We're all good.
This is your first time in Tucson,
It doesn't know what it
right?
wants.
Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule.
What about
Although
pheasant
we're doing it a
surprises?
tad.
The jokes on the stable
Gotta
days.
get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
Yeah, I'll just stay
Wouldn't
here.
worry about that.
What about... Oh, anyway.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Okay, so I'm curious. Like, I expect the answer to this is going to be yes, but I'm going to check anyway. If I go back to the main menu and turn on the alternate costume. Yes. Is she in the same pose in the alternate costume? And is it revealing? I don't actually want it to be revealing. I'm just curious because it's a weird pose for a dress to be in. And then we'll go see what Regis has left. I'll also check who else could turn up there and what those conditions are. I assume Yen, if you romance her. No, she does not have the alternate costume on. Interesting. Anyway. What did Regis leave? Actually, did I get all 3 trophies? I did not. What? Have you seen the 10th anniversary celebration video for The Witcher by chance? It's quite short and worth the watch. I have. I don't think I have. What goes here? Oh, right. So Yen, if you romance Yen. Ciri, if you... Ciri turns up if you don't romance Triss or Yennefer, or you romance them both, and she becomes Witcher or Empress. And then if you didn't romance anyone or romance both of them, and Ciri didn't come back from the tower, Dandelion turns up. Also, Dandelion turns up if you do this as a standalone experience. What's the 3rd trophy then? Never mind. Watch the arrive to complete the game on stream. Oh gosh, I probably don't have time to do it today, but I will check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. Hey Regis, what did you leave me? Oh, letter revealing the 5th victim. I never read it. This time you must see to our Duchessa. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. The shard of ice you must tear from her breast. Yet first you must snap her neck quickly into effect. Once that is done, Renna shall go free. Letter from Regis. Dear Geralt, if you are reading these words, it means I am already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my mutagenerator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished, and I am convinced, as convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the mutagenerator generates mutagens. That's a sentence. It operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from bodies, in this case the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill. And when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which, I suspect, you'll make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it is a green, red, or blue mutagen. Chance. Yet I have noted the colours tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emiel Regis Rohelic Terziev Godefroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt. May my gift serve you well. So, I guess that's for endgame stuff if you do this before ending the game, or you need mutagens for whatever reason. Does that just hang out in quest items? Yup. Hey Siri, how you doing? Well, that's it. That is The Witcher 3. I don't know how to react or feel about... Also, I guess Triss has moved stuff in. Gorgeous game. I've already gone through my thoughts on the matter. For those of you curious, I have done every mission, every quest, side quest, Witcher contract, and treasure hunt that I can, apart from Gwent-related things, because Gwent just takes so long. That's why I still have secondary quests, because these are all related to Gwent. These 3 are bugged, unfortunately. Well, that one's technically not bugged, but I didn't see the point in finishing it because I can't get Wolf School gear at all. So I just couldn't be bothered to do it. That quest, that chest is bugged. Cannot open it. So that's great. And that quest is bugged because I killed people in the wrong order. And where the final diagram is supposed to be, it will not spawn. Which is obviously a problem. Made the mistake of opening the completed tab. Get out of here. And I failed a grand total of 3 quests. One relating to Gwent, which is what I was talking about earlier. That one is because I didn't realise the game would not let me talk to Triss about the statuette after a certain point. Otherwise, I totally would have spoken to her about the statuette. So that's mildly annoying. And that quest is... you either fail that quest or you fail a different quest as part of the same quest line. So you're always going to have one of those quests failed. But there we go. After 156 hours and 7 minutes, I'm a level 54 Witcher. My title is Professor Donkey Man. I love you all greatly. Twitch, I'm going to change the game now. I'm going to have a short break, obviously, to stretch. I love you all for being here with me. YouTube, thank you for watching. If you've watched the entire thing and 10 more hours, no. I'm not even going to do it for 13 more hours for the joke. YouTube, if you've watched the entire thing, as of time of recording, that no one has done that yet, because I can see that information. But if you have watched the entire thing on YouTube, bless your heart, cotton socks, and soul. Your dedication is amazing. Please don't judge me too harshly. This has taken me 2 years to finish, and I know that my stream has changed over those 2 years. Community's grown, and lots of stuff has happened that has impacted everything. But truly the end of an era. It took 1 year and 10 months to finish this game. Obviously it wouldn't for most people, but I didn't want to burn out, so I'll see you around YouTube. From me to you and your loved ones, please do stay safe, healthy, and wholesome.